So Terry, we've got lots to talk about. First of all, you're here to discuss the huge American show, the Ed Sullivan Show, that's been brought back to the UK, and you're in charge
nonsense.
of that.
I'm here for the pleasure of seeing you.
Oh, well, that's very kind.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you very much. You're a
But
gentleman.
the old Ed Sullivan Show, you see, nobody here has ever seen it.
Well, Marvin's a fan.
I am. I said to Rochelle
Do you
last
remember
night.
it?
Yeah, well,
you don't. You're too young.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I used to watch all of the old footage of him in the Jackson 5, and I think, was the Ed Sullivan Show the one where he was like 5 or 6, one of the first big...
Well, I mean, the Ed Sullivan Show was the show that every other presenter lives in the shadow of. But the public trusted him, which is important to remember about television, that you don't have to be all that slick, you don't have to be all that perfect if people like you. And he had everybody on that show. As I say, we're all living as presenters in the shadow of Ed Sullivan. It's a shame that we hadn't seen more of him, but I'm presenting this thing just so that you can see how important he was and the kind of people he had on the show.
I mean, wasn't he one of the first Americans to bring the Beatles over? Is that correct?
Well, what happened was, I think he was going through London and he saw the Beatles arriving back from wherever they'd been at Heathrow and saw the huge fuss. And being the sharp journalist that he was, he signed them up immediately. Elvis Presley, I think, is interesting because after he'd performed once and when he came back to perform again, they only shot him from the waist up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the mothers of America were complaining.
Don't you start doing that.
What's that?
Just shooting from the waist up.
You never know. They need to. They need to. And also, let's sort of not pass over the fact that you've been hosting Children in Need for 33 years. That is a long time.
Yeah, since it started.
So that makes you 34.
Since the major... Well, yeah, I was but a child. But, I mean, we started it in 1980, the telethon idea in 1980. And it's probably the most important... It is the most important thing I've ever done on television. And, it's, you know, it has an enormous amount of affection for me, anyway. And the British public have responded. Since 1980... they've given nearly £700 million.
Wow, it's incredible.
But it's for Britain's underprivileged children, and you know, the public respond. They responded last year in a record-breaking total, in the midst of possibly the worst economic crisis we've had for years and years.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
Well, it's something that Rochelle and I always look forward to. I mean, we've been lucky enough to take part.
I remember
Children in every year. I think I'm back again this year with the rest of the JLS boys.
Yes, so you are.
Along with One Direction and
Ellie Goulding. Yes.
We're doing something, I don't know if this is a secret or not, I think we're doing something on the EastEnders set.
Well, let's hope it's not a
secret.
secret.
I hope it's not, because if not, I'll just give it away.
Well, of course, we're doing it in Elstree,
Yeah.
because the television centre is now closed for that kind of thing.
Yes.
So we're doing it over where they make EastEnders. So there will be a lot. We'll be in the Vic and all the rest of it.
Yeah, and I've heard the EastEnders casts are doing a big performance as well, aren't they?
Well, they always do.
Yes, I know, everyone looks forward to that.
They respond. Yeah, well, I'm delighted you're going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Would you ever do a performance on Children in Need, Terry?
I continually give a performance. It's a 7-hour live performance, for goodness sake. Give me a break, Marvin.
Did you miss it?
No, hang on. I've done a bit of Strictly Come Dancing
Yes.
a couple of years ago. I've sung The Floral Dance, a rap version, which was an unmitigated disaster.
OK, cool.
Which people will never let me forget.
Maybe you could be the 5th member of JLS this year.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
That'd be fantastic.
Maybe the kiss of death.
Well, listen, Terry, you've had an incredible career. I mean, Rochelle and I are both, huge fans of yourself.
Come along now.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, have you got any advice? You know, we're new to the whole presenting thing. Have you got any advice for us as presenters?
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get a proper job.
Okay. Yeah,
this is.
It's a bit late for that.
No, well, maybe, but honestly, you know, you may regret it in later life.
OK.
He's serious.
Remember today.
No, come on, you're naturals.
Thank you very much.
There's nothing I can say that can improve your performance.